Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Doing archives. Your boy Messi. I got you. I got you. Your season 30 Rescue A's deck profile, which is pretty standard, but I wanted to make my own video about it and show you some replays on it. Um, I am running fairly standard extra deck. Um, it's a new season, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play some Rescue A's. Believe I'm in platinum right now because I finished diamond something. Um, but the deck's pretty fun. I was getting fucked a lot by Max C lately because I've been wanting to play Monadium for some reason. Every time I play Monadium, my opponent has Maxi. I can't do anything. Monadium dies to Maxi. I was thinking of maybe adding a draw, but you know. I digress. We're doing Lightspeed Rescue. Whoever seen Power Rangers or a Power Ranger fan, you know what this is. Lightspeed Rescue is pretty cool. Power Rangers. But yeah. Well, so what are we running in this deck? We're running two effect Veilers because hand traps are amazing in this game now. Double Hydrant. 3 is too much. 2 is fine since I have a lot of ways to search for it. I even have a... Oh, it's not even in here. I think I took it out. It was a 1-for-1, which can also, search for your hydrant. I don't know. I was trying builds, you're going to see in the replays. I have different builds. But this is like, standard, I guess. The one Poplar is fine, the 3 Maxi, the 3 Ash Blossom, standard to any deck. The one Impulse is great some of the time. I don't know if I should up this maybe to 2 or 3 because on your turn, let's say you have a hydrant on the field and already a preventer, or if you want to put preventer on the field, you can grab impulse with alert if you have hydrant on the field, and then send the impulse chain to a effect, and then summon the preventer and have another disruption like that. But yeah, I'm still thinking. I don't know if I should up to 3 or not. I also have a pile, a Rescue Ace pile that I got from the Master Duel meta from what was his name? Garviolo or something like that. The one who won the Meta Weekly this last weekend, I believe. I had a 60 card pile and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. So I gave it a try. I won some duels with it. I'll show you the deck list right now. But yeah. And then I'm running 3 Airlifter, your best starter. 1 Fire Engine because you can probably do some turn 0 plays with Impulse and Fire Engine. 3 Witch, that Bellstar, it's a great way to get your Hydrant on the field with Sinful Spoils. Double Preventer because Preventer's fucking dope. This dude's dope. It's a Book of Moon, right? Double Turbulence because why not? It's better to run 2 than 1. I see some people running 1, but I like 2. Nibiru for cross-out purposes, and you're gonna see that I get fucked by Nibiru a lot in my replays, and I can still play through Nibiru or have a little bit of disruption after I get nibbed. 1 Reinforcement of the Army to search for the Airlifter. 1 Subversion because this is an amazing card. Removal. You target 1 face up on the field and you put it in the back row, right? 3 Triple Bonfire to search for your Poplar. OSS to search for your Hydrant. 1 HQ to recycle your cards. And then the anti Max C. Double Columbine, a cross out for the Nibiru, this and this. Sometimes the Imperm as well. 1 Rescue, 1 Alert, Triple Emergency, the best card in this deck. 1 Wanted. I was already playing Abiding by the Ban list, new one, so 1 Wanted. Double Imperm, Contain and Extinguish, right? And then we got the extra deck. We got 1 Link Karibo, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Hida. Great card if you get stuck in places and you have a fire monster. One Masquerena, one Dark Charmer, double Little Knight, one Nightmare Unicorn, one Celine to OTK if you have, Black Witch in the graveyard. One Promethean, one Apollo USA, one XX Code, one Zealantis to help you OTK with Salaman Great, Raging Phoenix, and then the Underworld Goddess, which for me never came up. I didn't play any Pearly in these matches, so I might cut this and add. I don't know what I would add, to be honest with you. This is a pretty good lineup. Maybe a Sprite Elf, perhaps, in a way. Maybe, who knows. And then, oh yeah, I want to show you also the other deck list, the 60 card pile. Okay, so this is the 60 card pile that I forgot that guy's name, Garvilano or something like that. I think it starts with a G. Anyways, this is his deck list, and I copied it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it out. Looks good. He has the Gamma package. He has the triple Veiler, the triple Hydrant, because you're playing a 60 card pile. Double Poplar, because again, 60 card pile. You want to see this card as much as possible if you can. Triple Maxi, triple Ash. Since this is a 60 card deck, you do need 3 Impulse, 3 Airlifter standard, Fire Attacker, and Fire Engine. This card's great if you want to draw into hand traps. Triple Witch, double Preventer, double Turbulence, triple Nibiru, because again, 60 card deck. Reinforcement of the army. This build had the 1-for-1 as well. This one's good if you're bricked. I think there's one of the replays where I'm using this deck and I go 1-for-1 to search for the Hydrant because I had no more other plays. Triple Tactics Talent. This is an amazing card. 1 Pot of P. Triple Bonfire. 1 OSS. 1 HQ. Standard. Double Call By. No cross out in this build, which was like, I guess, whatever. 1 Rescue, 1 Alert, triple Emergency. This guy was still playing the 2 Wanted, which is fine. Until tomorrow, I think. I'm releasing this video on June 5th. Triple Imperm, and then Contain and Extinguish. And he's using Baron the Floor, Linkuribo, Nightmare Phoenix, Hita, Masquerena, Dark, Sprite Elf. See, this guy's using Sprite Elf, so I might add Sprite Elf in my build. Double Little Knight, 1 Celine for the Axis Code line, 1 Promethean, 1 Apollo, 1 Zealantis, and Salaman Gray for the OTKs. Alright. Which is pretty good. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the replays. This is replay numero uno. I'm playing against a Dynamorphia deck. Dude, Dynamorphia decks are the most annoying thing ever. If y'all play against Dynamorphia, you know exactly what I'm talking about. My opening hand it's alright. I don't like that I drew the both Turbulences because I can't emergency. But it is what it is. At least I got the Hydrant and the Bonfire to search for the Poplar. But yeah, let's begin. I go first. I start off by going with Bonfire, right? Search for the Poplar, baiting things out here. Poplar's gonna activate. There's no Maxi. I'm like, great. He's gonna actually chain the Ash Blossom to the Poplar, which is fine. I already got the Hydrant. So I normal summon Hydrant. I search for Lifter. I search for Preventer because I can't, normal summon anymore. And if I get Lifter, he's dead in my hand. At least if I get Preventer, I can summon it by banishing 1 Fire Rescue Ace from my graveyard. So here I link off the Poplar, trying to bait more negates here, but he has nothing. Poplar goes here. I link these 2 off into Hita, trying to steal his Ash Blossom. This is how I love Hita. If you get Ash, that's a free material for you. Then here I'm gonna go Preventer since I have a Rescue in my graveyard. Gonna banish it, summon him. Boom. Gonna immediately link those 2 off into Promethean Princess. And that's gonna proc the Preventer in the graveyard to summon the Hydrant. And then those two, I'm gonna make Summon Great Radiant Phoenix, which now I have the needed 2 Rescue 8 cards in deck for Turbulence, right? So I activate Turbulence, banish those two, summon him in defense mode. Activate his effect, no response, so I get to set 4. And once like this resolves, it's like you have a really high chance of just winning the game. Alright, so his turn passes, draw, and then right away I go Emergency, summon the Hydrant, sack the Turbulence, because I want the Hydrant on the field for the extra effects here, because they're really great. If you contain something, you know, they can be used as a material for anything, and if you extinguish someone when the Hydrant's on the field, they can't activate the effects of that destroy monster, or any monster with their same name. So he's gonna go Theresa, and I'm like, oh man, it's a freaking Dynamorphic deck. So I'm gonna contain this. I'm gonna alert right away. I think I alert for the impulse here. Yes, sir. I alert for the impulse, getting ready to bring a preventer on the field. And then he's gonna go King Zark, and I'm like, why didn't you start off with that? And then he sacks the other one. He sends keeps sending his Horus cards to the grave. He's gonna pot a P. I think he's just trying to bait negates here. And the dude, the MF over here gets Frenzy. That's crazy. Off the top of his deck. He goes Hoppy here. I'm gonna pop it right here. The reason why I didn't wait for him to summon the other, this one, is because if I destroy his Hoppy or his Mseti, those Horus cards activate, right? When this is when if another card you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, right? So right away I was like, alright, I'm gonna have to pop it with Princess, so he doesn't get those effects going. Right now he brings Mseti, and then I'm gonna extinguish it so he can't do anything with it, and then he sets Frenzy. And I'm like, alright. So turn comes back to me. Oh, and this is where it gets freaking annoying. So I'm trying to bait out this back row, right? Because he's gonna fuse into what's his name, Rex Term, but you can't activate any of the cards on the field, right? It's like a floodgate. So he goes Rex Term. I'm like, okay. So he gives up 4,000 life points. He fuses. Oh no, he goes into Kentrigina. Oh snap, I forgot about that. I think Kentrigina, and I go Airlifter. He's gonna summon. Yep, there we go. He's gonna fuse again. He fuses twice. I go Impulse here just to get the Preventer on the field. He goes Kentrigina. He's gonna fuse again. He goes into the Rex Term, which is annoying. Okay, I grab HQ. I activate HQ. I activate HQ again. Put all my cards back. Got a Fire Engine. I'm gonna go Subversion on the Rex Term. I'm gonna put him in the back row. He activates effects, so all my cards are halved, right? But since he's not on the field, right? Where does it say that? This is right here. Your opponent can activate the effects of monsters they control have attack greater than or equal to your life points, right? And so by pushing him back, I can activate my Turbulence. So I set all my cards back up. And I go Preventer, flip the Kentrigina face down so he has 0 defense because I can't attack over anything with it. And here I go Nightmare Phoenix to destroy his Zark. I don't want him to summon Horus cards next turn. And I go into battle phase, boom, that destroys. That activates, which is annoying. Summons this. Puts another card face down, annoying. Boom, destroy his other card. Procs. Banish that. He gets to summon it again, which is annoying. I attack again. Hydrant activates. I'm gonna go rescue. Bring the horse to my side of the field. Attack. And then that's gonna proc. Annoying deck, dude. So annoying. Right here, I'm like, alright, I need to get rid of these cards on the field. So I'm gonna go Unicorn. pitch the engine, put that back into the deck, and then Nightmare Unicorn, and then his Seti. I'm gonna go into Access Code Talker. Just clearing the board, man. Just clearing the board. I don't want him to activate anything. This is so annoying. Boom, get it out of here, and then I end my turn. And then at this point, like, there's nothing he can do, right? I got Contain, Emergency, and Extinguish. Like, the game's over. The game is over. He draws, and he's like, yeah, that's it. So, you know, it was an annoying match. It was an annoying match. But, you know, I'm telling you, once you set those cards in the field, it's pretty much your game. And yeah, that was it. Let's go on to the next one. This is replay numero dos. Right? I'm playing against a pile deck. I forgot what I'm playing against. I think it's a 60 card pile. We'll see right now. But my hand is, it's alright. I got the Wanted, and then I got the Call By if it gets, you know, negated. I get the Imperm, the Preventer. So I start off with Wanted. I grab myself a Black Witch. The Bellstar, I summon the Rescue. I summon this bad girl right here. Go into OSS, activate OSS, send that Bellstar, summon the Hydrant. Hydrant activates. Grabbing the Lifter since I have a normal summon Lifter. Grabbing the Emergency. I'm just gonna get my draw right here to see what, you know, what are my options. Boom. Crazy. I go into an Effect Veiler. I go Preventer, banish the Rescue. I go Emergency. Summon the Turbulence, sack the Airlifter, and then I get fucked by Nibiru, right? I'm like, shit. At the moment, I had counted wrong. I forgot I had summoned the Bellstar, and I thought I was on the 4th summon. But you know, it is what it is. And I'm left with Call By the Grave, Imperm, and an Effect Veiler. Which is not bad, right? Triple Disruption. Even after Nibiru. So he goes Volcanic Trooper, and I'm like, okay, this guy's playing a Volcanic deck, like a burn deck, right? I'm like, I'm not even scared. I go Effect Veiler. Negate the Trooper. Cool. Alright. Okay, that's one out. He doesn't have any more normal summons. Which is crazy that he activates, right? He's negated, but he activates, and this card sends us cost, which still procs the Rimfire. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna Call By this, and you know, he has fucking cross out deck. I'm like, shit. Okay. So his whatever he's gonna do is gonna go through, which is all right. I don't mind. Okay. He's gonna send another Volcanic Monster. He's gonna the light point. He's gonna grab a shell. He's gonna go into Hita. Yes, Hita. And I'm like, alright, cool. I'm just gonna Imperm this because he's gonna try to get my Fire Monster, which I'm not gonna let him. He's gonna go into Promethean. Probably. We had. Yeah. And to my luck, that ends his turn. That's my turn. I draw Bonfire. I'm like, crazy great draw right there, right? So I activate Bonfire. I grab myself a Poplar. Poplar's gonna proc. Boom. Easy. And then he's gonna activate Volcanic Inferno, and he's gonna negate my Poplar. I'm like, cool. I still got plays though, right? I'm gonna do what he did. I'm gonna go into Hita. Alright. Hita, and then I'm gonna steal one of his cards. I put the reason why I put Hydrant right here in the back row, because I don't know if you guys knew, if you control, even if you could have a Hydrant on your back row, the card effects for, you know, Contain and all those back row cards, they still add the Hydrant effect, even if, you know, it doesn't say in the main monster zone, right? So if you go to related cards and you go to Extinguish, right, and it says if you currently control Rescue Ace Hydrant, your opponent cannot activate the effects of that. Alright, so it doesn't say in the main monster zone, right? So that means the card can be anywhere as long as you control it. So I put the Hydrant there. So I'm gonna steal one of his monsters, and I'm gonna go into Promethean Princess. Beautiful. I'm gonna bring back my Turbulence that was tributed by the Nibiru. I'm gonna activate my Turbulence, and like at this point, it's already GG. I'm telling you, once Turbulence Turbulence resolves, it's a wrap. Most of the time, it's a wrap, and you know he knows it. He knows it. He knows that it's a wrap, and he scoops it up. Yep. All right, on to the next one. Hey, gang, we are at game 3, I believe. I am playing against an Unchained deck. I am going first with an alright hand. Witch, Preventer, Impulse, called by an Infinite Impermanence. Alright, let's get it. So, I'm going to start off with the Witch. Testing for any Ash Blossom, any Maxi. I'm going to go OSS, send the Witch. Get the Hydrant, no response. Hydrant's going to grab my Lifter. Lifter's going to... Oh, and this is where I get drolled, right? I'm like, okay, cool. But I have Called by the Grave, no worries. I still need to add cards. I need to add the Emergency, which is crucial. I'm gonna go Air Lifter, grab the Emergency. Yep. Activate Emergency. You know, I'm playing, you know, careful around Nibiru now. Because last time I got Nibiru. And then Turbulence is gonna resolve here successfully. Nothing to go against it. Go Preventer, sack the Airlifter, and guess what? I'm like, shit. This guy did have Nibiru. I thought he didn't have Nibiru. Which is cool because I still get to bring a Rescue Ace to the field because of Preventer. And all my cards are still activatable, right? This guy sets a card face down and I'm like, this guy's Unchained. It has to be Unchained. He's gonna pop his cards. So I go Rescue. I rescue my Hydrant because I want those extra effects. He goes Rakia. I go Imperm. Negate that. He has Shavara in hand, which is like shit. He has it. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna go Emergency here. I'm gonna bring the Preventer, sack the Airlifter because the Airlifter doesn't do anything. And then Rakia pops the back row. You're gonna see a bunch of popping going on here. Bunch of popping that literally results in nothing. Okay. So I go Preventer, flip that card face down. Don't need any more, but he has a red fucking Aruha in hand. I'm gonna go into Yama, and I know this is like a good checkpoint. I think I contain here. No, I extinguish. So I can't activate any more Yamas. Get out of here. That doesn't activate. He puts the Abominable Chamber face down. He grabs our bar back. And I think he's just panicking at this point. He doesn't know what to do. He's just popping cards, but amounting to nothing. Okay, he's gonna put all his cards. I'm like, cool. And oh, right here, I'm like, oh shit, dude, that's a non-target pop. I'm like, crazy, huh? And he goes into Caesar. He, for some reason, attacks my Preventer, but doesn't go into Zeus. Which is, I don't know. Maybe he didn't have Zeus. I don't have his deck list. And then he passes to my turn, right? So he has a Caesar and a face down, which that was it. That's all he did. He did a bunch of pops for, you know, to go into this. I'm like, okay. So I grab a Lifter. I'm like, crazy draw, right? So I go Preventer here, flip this card face down so he can't negate me. And he goes Sharvara. He pops his own card. I'm like, okay. Yes, Sharvara is going to activate in the graveyard. He's going to send another card face down, which is not activatable this turn. Hydrant. And yeah, he's just going to scoop it up because there's nothing he can do. The other card face down was just going to summon another end chain, and then the other one can't be activated, and that was it. GG's. Yeah. Let's go on to the next one. Alright, gang. This is a short replay, I believe. Game number 4. Yeah. Game number 4, short replay, just to show you that, you know, you can play through Nibiru and still win. Because, you know, this deck, at most, if you're lucky, you can give them 2 draws and that's it. And set up a whole back row of disruption. I am going first. I opened up Ash Blossom, 1-for-1, triple attack, emergency, and OSS, which is, opening this one is not the greatest. Like, I mean, I only have Ash Blossom, but you you know, banking on this 1-for-1 to resolve. So, you know, here we go. I go 1-for-1, sack the Ash. He goes Maxi. I'm like, okay, so I have to play under Maxi. That's cool. I'm not gonna stop. This deck can play under Maxi very well. So I go Hydrant here. Boom. Search for the lift. Search for the impulse. And I go. Since I already have emergency, I don't have to summon Airlifter. Sack the impulse. I'm gonna go triple tack here to look at his hand because I'm gonna activate this with no protection. And then and I look at his hand, right? I'm like, we got a Defensor. He's playing Maxi, and draw. And I'm like, even if I send one of these, he can activate the other one. So I'm like, all right. I'm just gonna rip the Maxi off so that I can summon without giving him more draws. Next turn. So boom, put back the Maxi. I'm like, cool. Now I know he has nothing to prevent this. So I go Preventer. No pun intended. Set 4 in the back row and pass. That's it. No more draws. Okay, so he goes Circular. Boom. Dumps the Sigma. I go Alert here. I think I grab an Impulse. Yes, I grab an Impulse. I think Impulse is pretty good. He goes Circular here. Sigma's gonna activate from the graveyard. Boom. It's gonna activate. I'm gonna chain the Impulse. I'm gonna summon Preventer, and he knows. It's a quick duel. He knows, but he knows that I'm gonna summon Preventer, and I'm just gonna flip his card face down, and he can't XZ after that. That's the thing, the harsh reality for XZ players and Link players. You know, once your card's face down, that's it. And then he knows that even if he goes into Alimbersion, I'm just gonna contain him, and he can't do anything with Alimbersion, or I could just extinguish him, and he won't activate. And he knew he was done, so he surrendered. Mr. Lieutenant Touch Me. Great name, by the way. Shout out to this guy. Alright, let's go to the next one. Alright, what's up, gang? This is replay number 5, the last one. I believe this is also going to be a short one, but I also wanted to show you guys that even if you have a dog shit hand, you can still win, even with like minimal disruptions, right? My opponent is on Dinos, and I guess he bricked. Right, because he went first, but he just passed the turn back to me. And look at my hand; it's atrocious. Double card ball, double tactics, and a contain. Right, I was banking on this this last draw to get me something good. As you can see, I'm playing the pile build, the one from the Master Duel Meta online. I was trying it out, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. So he switches back to me, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then I see that I get a Hydrant. Right, I activate Hydrant. He goes Blossom, which I have a call by, and you know I have a double call by. It doesn't matter if I use one. And I negate his Ash Blossom. Like cool. My Hydrant's gonna resolve. I can't grab Lifter because I can't normal summon anymore. So what I do is I grab. Oh, I do grab Lifter. What? Why did I grab Lifter? I don't remember. I go triple tag and I draw 2 cards. I need those 2 cards, right? And I draw into Preventer and 1-for-1. So I go 1-for-1, sack the Lifter, bring out a Poplar. Poplar's gonna activate, give me my OSS. You know, for me, there's no way to go into Turbulence, right? So I'm trying to figure out a way to, you know, put some kind of disruption on the board. I'm glad I have Contain in my hand. So I go OSS, send the Poplar, send him another Hydrant. I go Preventer. Sack the Lifter, boom. So those 2, I go into SP Little Knife for more disruption, and then I set Call by and Contain. So you know, not having Turbulence, you know, it was like whatever's, but at least I have, you know, SP Little Knife, that's 1 disruption. I got Preventer, that's 2, 3, 4. At least 4 disruptions, right? It's not bad. He has 4 cards in hand plus the one he's gonna draw. If I play my negates correctly, then I should be okay. So he draws. And right here he goes Miscellaneous. I'm like, I have to negate this because then nothing will affect Dinosaur monsters he's gonna use. I go Call by here. Thankfully it resolves, so I'm like, shit. Right? So Miscellaneous banishes. Gets negated. And then he goes Kaito, whatever his name is. Kaito Pet, Terra, and then right here I thought for a second, I'm like, is this bait? Is this complete bait? Am I getting baited here? But then I saw that it says during your main phase you can add 1 poly from your deck your hand. I was like, what does he have in his deck that's a poly card, right? He's probably using that big that big dinosaur that's a fusion. I forgot his name. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna contain this, and then if I contain this and I have the Hydrant on the field, he can't use it to link or XC, right? He's level 4, you know, you can summon another level 4 and go to level 8. So yeah, I decided to contain here. Okay, and then he goes into battle. He knows he can't battle over my Hydrant. He ends his turn. I'm like, dope. And then I draw here, and then he knows, you know, it's over. I'm gonna go Hydrant. I grab a Lifter and full combo from there. He knows it. I go Lifter. Lifter searches the emergency. Emergency sacks the impulse. Go into Turbulence. Turbulence sets 4. And that's game. That's game. There's no coming back from that. My card advantage was just too great. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The deck performs really cool under Maxi, you know, like I said it in the beginning of the video. I was getting fucked by Maxi because I'm playing Monadium. Monadium just auto loses to Maxi, unless you want to give him like a lot of draws. Other than that, I think the deck performed well. You know, once I think the next one is gonna be, maybe I'm gonna do like a Horus Tournaments for the climb, or maybe continue climbing with rescues for a little longer. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. But definitely expect the Horus Tournaments deck profile soon. Maybe after the update releases, or maybe I'm just gonna skip that and just go straight into if they release the Fire King cards, I'm gonna go into Fire King Snake Eyes. That's gonna be super hot, right? But other than that, yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Do all the goodies, like, comment, subscribe, you know, the good stuff. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. This is Messi signing.